But are you willing to compromise within a relationship?
To compromise? What is compromising? Compromising for what? Compromising for what reason?
If a man came into your life, wouldn't you want to compromise?
Stupid. A man comes into my life and I have to compromise? You must think about that one again. A man comes into my life and you have to compromise for what? For what? For what? A relationship is a relationship that has to be earned, not to compromise for. And I love relationships. I think they're fantastic. They're wonderful. I think they're great. I think there's nothing in the world more beautiful than falling in love. But falling in love for the right reason, falling in love for the right purpose, falling in love, falling in love.
Isn't love a union between two people? Or does Eartha fall in love with herself?
Yes. I fall in love with myself, and I want someone to share it with me. I want someone to share me with me.
Has that happened?
Bye, Waylon! Bye! Many times. In many ways.
You only married once, though. Are you picky?
Once was enough.
You're picky about men.
I'm very choosy about friends. I'm very choosy about people. I love people. But I'm very choosy. Because I prefer to be alone rather than to be around people who are trashy.
I think, but don't you frighten men?
You have to ask them.
Well,
I'm asking you.
Yes. Yes, I think you frighten men. I think you know, a man would sort of... Why did you leave Hollywood? Why did you leave
Nobody
Hollywood?
for me to play with. I am not black enough to be considered black, and I'm not white enough to be considered white, and therefore I don't fit in anywhere, and I don't think I ever want to fit in. I want them to fit into me.
But you're not an easy woman to suit. I mean...
Is any woman easy to suit? Obviously, this is why you men are having a lot of trouble with yourselves.
You think that aggressive women like you, cause men like me to shrivel up
To
and
fall
run?
apart. You are born with a certain kind of feeling within you, and either you are going to allow it to come out or you're going to suppress it. Mm-hmm. And I think that in many ways I was very lucky because I was not restricted by some big brother or whatever you want to call it, to say, you know, to put a thumb down on you and say, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you must do this, you must do that. Such as, you know, mothers and fathers who are constantly fighting against the children when they get to be a teenager, particularly, and you are trying to find yourself, particularly in your teenage years, and you are searching for a kind of freedom to express yourself, but express yourself the way you really feel is an honest way of expressing yourself. And unfortunately, I think the majority of the time, no matter how much a mother and father or a guardian may love you, they sort of suppress that inner desire to be what you feel you honestly are. And I think that a mother and father should guide you, but guide you as best they can in the direction in which you have the freedom to express yourself and be creative. I don't think that they should try to make a carbon copy of themselves out of you.
To me, an exciting person is knowing one of the things about an exciting person to me is knowing when to say something and when not to say something. And if you have something to say and you don't know how to say it, then the best thing to do is be quiet and listen, because later on you will realize the value of that silence.
I see.
A man has always wanted to lay me down, but he never wanted to pick me up. And the men that did have real love and affection for me were the ones that never touched me. You don't stop, Eartha. You use all of the manure that has been thrown on you and use it as fertilizer. Because I do realize through the years that we have been conditioned to certain things that we all have to grow out of. To learn how to live with one another, be with one another, and not think in terms of what color we are, what race we are, or what religion we are. That's why I'm so glad to be an American, because this is where we can do it. Üsküdar is the name of a little town in Turkey. And in Üsküdar they have very many strange ways. Along with these strange ways go very many strange sayings. And one of them is Benes mırfustukule karavay sarayda. It means I like to feed my lover bird's milk. Üsküdar giderken aldı da bir yağmur. Üsküdar giderken aldı da bir yağmur. Kânt behem bin katibin el karju. Kânt behem bin katibin el karju. There's another saying that goes, Aman تجتمع giriyorsun baş olmuş hemen hele. Şadırımın üstüne şüphedir edimledi. Allah canımı kılmadı. It means a fat man usually has a belly like a percolating coffee pot. Üsküdar giderken bilmendir burudun. Üsküdar giderken bilmendir burudun. Men bölhemet içene de lokum doldurdum. Men delemin kolalı da gümle güne güzel yarasın. Üsküdar giderken aldı da bir yağmur. Üsküdar giderken aldı da bir yağmur. Kânt behem bin